you something quite remarkable. Right now it's July 4th. Happy birthday, America. It's 11 minutes into its 200 and, see, 48th birthday. Um, yeah. And then, but anyway, I wanted to show you some fun, interesting factoids here. If you're into gardening, then you know it's all weather related on what you can grow. So here is San Francisco, California at 12:11 a.m. on July 3rd. And you can see here we have a high of 78 degrees coming tomorrow and a low of 53. Right now it says it is 56. That's about what you'd expect, I guess. And then on Friday, it's going to be a high of 71, low of 54, Saturday 69, not quite warm enough for the beach, low of 55, and then it just gets cooler from there. Okay, so, pretty cool temperatures. And then there's my ranch, which is only, excuse me, which is only approximately, 45 miles as the crow flies. And look at that. It's going to be 108 tomorrow, 113 on Friday, 112 on Saturday, 107 on Sunday, 104 on Monday, 102, and the party just keeps going. Look at that. So, low of 68. But here's the fun part. This is what absolutely shocked me. I wanted to see how hot it was up there right now. Let's see how we're doing up there. And here's the whole region. And you can see it's color-coded temperatures. And these are current. Now you look down here in Arizona, and it's like, wow. You sort of expect this. I mean, it's pretty extreme, right? High of 97 degrees, wherever this is, right now at 12:13 a.m. Look at this, high of 103. Wow, that's pretty darn hot. Mexicali sounds hot, high of 100. Then you go up the state a little bit, and here's a high of 67, 68 in Yosemite, Merced 77, Turlock is 87, pretty warm. Fresno 85. Then you get up here. Sacramento has a temperature right now of 77 degrees. Now look, San Francisco's here. My ranch is right there. But watch what happens. I have this. This is the most Phoenix-like climate in certainly Northern California. It's much like Phoenix. Look, let's zoom in some more. Right now in Fairfield, it's 69 degrees. Vacaville's 81. Again, Sacramento area is about 77. But the air from the Pacific Ocean runs across the ocean here, and it sort of gets drained out. A lot of rain systems will drop their rainfall here. And then it goes up into the mountains of the Berryessa. That's Berryessa Lake right there. And this is the Napa Valley. And as it ascends, it wrings out all its moisture. And then it descends out of these 2,000-foot mountains, and it creates a desert effect. Air that descends gets really hot, gets superheated, and it dries out in humidity. Watch what happens to the ranches right here. Because I get and also the bay is open. The inland area, even Sacramento, is open to the bay through this opening. The air comes through the Golden Gate, kind of comes around, and it sweeps up through here. And it even goes up into the valley, and it spreads out in the valley this way, but it's the effect of the cool ocean breeze dissipates the further you go up. Interestingly, further north it goes up here, but it gets forced. The Central Valley is a big bowl, and it goes way up to Redding up here, but then it back eddies this way real slow. But by then it's superheated because it's gone through the whole valley. And that back eddy will come all the way down to the point of origin, just like a circular motion. And we'll get air coming across where we are. We'll have balloons floating across. They launch balloons here, floating across this way. And then you drive over here, and then the wind is going this way. And so this is the critical interface area where it goes like this, basically. But look what happens when you zoom into right where my ranch is. Look what happens. Let's start picking up temperatures in here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. 92. Even in downtown winters, it's only 85. I've told everybody 3 miles away, because it's closer to the opening of the Golden Gate where the air comes in. Look at out here in Davis, 79 degrees, 76 degrees, 74 degrees, 79 degrees, 71. That's more in the opening out here where the air's coming in from the Delta. Okay, but look what happens when you start zooming in on where I live. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at that. 92, 92, 92. My baseball field is right there. It is just unreal how hot this area is. My baseball field right there. And the same effect can be felt in the winter, where it's a whole banana belt here, and I grow all these mangoes up here and all kinds of tropical stuff. So not only is it frost free because all the air drains away, but that descending air effect causes a lower humidity in the winter, and therefore less fungal problems with the mangoes that they would ordinarily get just about anywhere else. In Northern California, they don't get it there. I don't know if I can zoom out. Oh yeah, I can zoom out. But look at that hot spot. It's crazy. Here are the mountains. This is where the air descends, right in here. This used to be the chief region where they would dry apricots. And this was the earliest ripening apricot district in North America, right in here. And they would ship the apricots out. They actually built a railroad right into winters just to service the apricots. And they would go across the whole country. And it was they could get a really high price because they're the first to market. And it's all because of this crazy thermal section here. You can see down by the river, it's still pretty hot, but it's not as hot, 89. So, and then it just gets cooler and cooler as you get away from this area here. But it's quite a remarkable, magical climate, as long as your plants enjoy heat, which I'm obviously harnessing that heat. The cactus grows 5 times faster here at our growing ranch there than it would in Richmond here. See? It's only like 40 miles difference. Look, it's right now it's 61 degrees at my nursery in Richmond. And like I said, it's 92 degrees. It takes less than an hour to drive this. Right here on the backside of these mountains. 61 to 92, 31 degrees of difference in a matter of about 40 miles as the crow flies. So anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. Wanted to share it with other like-minded geeky freaks like me. Yeah, this is, what's this place called? Wonderground.com. It's a great thing. I turn this thing on when we have extreme events just to see what's happening out there when it's really cold. I want to see where all the microclimates are, where it's warm, where it's cold, so I can really understand which areas are frost-free, which are not, which are the coldest spots. And then also on these heat events, it's very interesting to see how these microclimates are behaving. Look, yeah, that's crazy. Vallejo, 70 degrees right here. It's not very far at all. Look, it's 63 degrees here, and my ranch here, that's about 20 miles difference. It's 92. It's almost another 30 degrees and probably less than 30 miles. But anyway, those are the fun things about the Bay Area climate. You can pretty much go anywhere you want and find your climate. This is supposedly the second most complex climate in the world, second only to the southern tip of South Africa. And the reason their climate is more varied is because we just have a cold ocean offshore that's affecting our climate. But the southern tip of Africa has a climate or an ocean that's warm on one side, on the Indian Ocean side, and the Atlantic side is very cold. And they mix, and it depends on which way the air mass is moving, and it could change daily as to like what the temperatures are doing. And it has a very complex topography on top of the fact that it has two opposite temperature oceans adjacent to it. And that's pretty much the story. Hopefully this made you fall asleep if you were having insomnia tonight. And I'm going to bed right now. Good night and happy 4th of July.